Hello and Global Sources Show in Hong Kong, and now we're in Oukitel booth. This time Oukitel is showcasing their 5G rugged phones here. Well, the first one is WP33 Pro, and this one is Oukitel WP35, and the last one is WP50. And you can see from here, these three rugged phones, they come exactly the same at the front, also with the same size on the screen and also the same chipset they're using, but with a different design for the camera and also the back case and the battery. They have different versions for you to choose. So let's have a look on the WP30 Pro first. It is a rugged phone coming with 6.6 inch. The resolution is Full HD, and so you can see this phone is quite bulky because it has a huge battery, 22,000 milliampere, and it can support 33 watts for charging. And the thickness for this phone is around 27 millimeters, so it's quite huge for you. But they have a handle at the back for you, so it's very easy for you to hold. So you can see we have a water drop notch design for the front camera here. It is 32 megapixel, and on the right hand side we have a power button and volume buttons, and also we have a metal frame here. At the back there are three cameras. One is a 64 megapixel for the main sensor, and another one is 20 megapixel for the night vision, and the last one is 2 megapixel for macro. And on the left hand side we have a programmable button and also the slot for a SIM card or micro USB, for a slot for a SIM card or TF card. At the bottom, as usual, we have a Type-C for charging. I want to show you the camera a little bit. So we have a 64 megapixel for the main sensor, and also a night vision with a 20 megapixel. And also for the macro, we have 2 megapixel. Let's take a look on the phone itself. So this WP33 Pro comes with 8 GB for the memory, but we can extend it with another 16 GB for the memory. So it will come up to 24 GB, and the ROM is up to 256 GB. The operating system for this phone is Android 13. So let's have a look on the specs here. We have a 22,000 milliampere for the battery, and also it supports IP. It has a certification of 68 and IP69K, and also a military standard 810. And what I want to mention more is that the different design with another two phones is the speaker. It is a 136 dB, so it is very powerful speaker for you. Let's move on to WP35. So unlike WP30 Pro, it is much slimmer for this WP35, and with a nice color with a 3D feel chassis at the back.
How much is this one of these?
Let's go through the phone a little bit. So as usual, we have a power button on the right hand side, and also the volume buttons, also the metal frame. The bumpers on four corners are much smaller than the usual rugged phone, so it's more consumer like. And at the back we have also have three cameras. one is a 64 megapixel for the main sensor and 20 megapixel for the night vision, and the last one is 2 megapixel for the macro. The battery inside, with this length around 15 millimeters, we have a 10,600 milliampere battery. It supports 33 watts charging also. Let's check on the camera here. So we have a 64 megapixel for the main camera and also the night vision. Macro 2 megapixel in this phone also. The memory and storage, unlike the WP33, it comes with an 8 megapixel, 8 gigabyte for the RAM, but it is 12 gigabyte extendable, so it will come up to 20 gigabyte, and the storage is up to 256 gigabyte. And another difference of this phone is that it will come with Android 14. So you can see in the phone itself, this model comes with Android 14. The last phone I want to show you here is the WP50. So WP50 is even slimmer than the WP35. The thickness of WP50 on my right hand is 12 millimeters. So the battery inside is smaller. It's around 6,500 milliampere, and it supports 18 watts charging only. So we have a water drop notch design at the front. For the front camera, it is 8 megapixel, and the display is exactly the same with the same size, 6.6 inch as the WP35 we had looked at just now, but the resolution is lower. It is a HD plus display here, and on the right hand side we have a side fingerprint sensor, one power button and volume buttons, and at the bottom we have a Type-C for charging. At the back we have dual cameras, 48 megapixel for the main sensor and 2 megapixel for the macro. On the left hand side we have a hybrid slots for SIM card and TF card. Let's check out the camera a little bit. So it comes with a 48 megapixel for the main sensor and also another one, 2 megapixel for macro. The phone itself, WP50, comes with a 4 gigabyte for the memory only, but we can support extendable 8 gigabyte, so it will be up to 12 gigabyte for the memory, and the storage is 128 gigabyte. Also, on this phone, it supports Android 14. These three phones, except for the WP30 Pro available in the market already, WP35 and WP50 will be available around May or June. So let's stay tuned. Thank you.